Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wanted for November 30th, 2024. It's Season 1, Episode 39. It's Black Friday weekend, heading towards Cyber Monday, and we are going to talk about gadgets and gear, and, well, it falls under the category of lifestyle news, too. We have 5 articles that are selected, and I, Mayor Watt, along with the Sentient AI, are going to talk about smart Xmas lights, Christmas lights, Sony's new XR headset for CES 2025, the Unscratchable ceramic Griddle, Raspberry Pi announcement, and Bluetooth-enabled Rubik's Cube. There's a bunch of stuff on the page, but I only really want the Rubik's Cube. Why? Because I'm into tech, and I haven't had a Rubik's Cube for a long time, and everything is powered by ohmTown.com, so go over there and become a citizen. All news, none of the noise, because Mayor Watt is the noisy one. Hey, Brew Art is $100 off the Beer Droid and the Beer Flow or Brew Flow, or you could just buy an iGulu and it's all in one kit. That we don't have it like an affiliate or anything. I like the system so much that I bought several of them. Anyway, hello, Sentient AI from the future.
Hello, Mayor Watt, and hello, ohmTown citizens.
Not from the present? You're not going to say from the present?
No, you're timeless.
Aw, no, that's the co-host on Dunkstar's channel.
You're from all times.
All right, we'll let it slide. Hey, the first article that we're going to talk about today is over in Technology Today, which is actually a show tomorrow that talks about technology.
That's a bit confusing.
Just wait until we have to do a week of making up shows. Yeah, that one's going to be fun. Yeah, 7 hours worth of makeup shows. Anyway, these smart Christmas lights will give you a total holiday makeover, but you're not supposed to wear them. They're supposed to go somewhere in your residence. The article is over at CNET, put together by Tyler Lacoma, dazzle everyone with the new lighting and syncing tricks that come with these smart holiday lights. I kind of dig this. I actually have twinkle lights behind me. I think they're called Twinkly. That's the name of the company.
Yeah,
that
that's
makes
the brand.
But I don't use them that much anymore because the green screen goes from the ceiling to the floor and wraps around 3 of the walls. So it makes it difficult to see the sound panels behind me and all of that kind of stuff. But then I get to present this giant screen. I mean, it's a little big screen, but anyway. So in the article, they talk about Govee Christmas light string lights too, actually. The Philips Hue Festavia string lights. The Nanoleaf Essentials Matter Holiday string lights. Twinkly 200-foot strings. Look at that. There they are. And the Govee Permanent Outdoor Lights Pro. And really, I'm really interested in lighting. I kind of dig it. And I want it to be for holidays, whatever the holiday might be, right? Thanksgiving, I want to be able to do mood lighting. For Christmas, mood lighting. Halloween, mood lighting. And reactive, I want it sound reactive so that I can play music and it does, or sound effects, and it does like lightning and stuff like that throughout the mayoral mansion. I think that's pretty cool. And then if you want on St. Patrick's Day, everything goes green. On Valentine's Day, everything goes shades of pink.
Right? I mean, you can stay trendy for each holiday.
4th of July, everything is red, white, and blue. Right? Those days where you just want to get blackout drunk, the lights just turn off automatically. And you can sleep in your little puddle of drool. Did I go too far? Yeah, probably.
Just a bit.
The Govee lights, it's the Govee Christmas string lights 2. They're over at Amazon. They go from 66 to 328 feet, depending on how much you want to spend, of course. Its smart string light upgrades are amongst the best, with several design changes that they particularly like. The lights, which have Matter support and work with Google Home or Alexa, and if they have Matter, then they should be working with HomeKit, because
It's
HomeKit
true.
now supports Matter. So doesn't it? I swear they updated it to support Matter.
I think they did recently. I think we had an article about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, we talked about it, and it supports Matter since iOS 16, for crying out loud. We're on 18.2 or something like that. Anyway, the app has serious smarts, 130 preset modes, as well as shape mapping technology for complex do-it-yourself options, and a surprising AI feature that will try to auto-customize the lights based on text, snippets of audio, music, or image prompts. Everything has AI in it except humans, and we're not that far off from that.
Well,
How
we're
about the...
going there if you were listening to the Reality Hacker show.
Gosh. Yep. Pretty soon. Philips Hue, Festovia. You want your shirt like that? Festovia. String lights. Look, they have red, white, and blue, and purple. Okay. I don't know why the purple is in there.
Yeah, I don't either. It's almost like the red and the blue matched up.
Oh, there's like a half... You can't really tell, but there's like a half shade of red transitioning to pink as it goes over to white.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
it's this weird lighting mechanism. Anyway, they say that those lights work with Alexa, Google Assistant, and Apple. I cannot say the word anymore because just the word activates
You may activate everything.
the beast. Then there's Nano Leaf Essential Matter Holiday String Lights. Those two. 300 bulbs, and you can just wrap them around your tree, and off you go. Bunch of different lights. The twinkly lights have a really cool mapping feature where I can just put them in any order on the wall and then scan it, and it flickers back and forth a little bit, and it maps the lights pixel by pixel.
Makes decorating a lot easier.
Yeah, because you can just go whoop and then map it all the way around a tree or walls, wherever you want to put them. It's pretty damn cool. So the 200-foot strings can be mapped however which way you want them. If you hate chaining strings together to cover a sizable spot in your home, we suggest Twinkly's extra large 200-foot LED string, which gets it all done in one go, but it's a bitch to control it. Like, you have to sit there and manage 200 feet of line. I've got 3 behind me.
Is it like the old school ones where if one bulb goes out, everything does?
Not anymore. That kind of stuff is real old tech. Those nearly incandescent lights. But yeah, now you older tech, you pull one out and like half the string goes dead or something like that. Yeah.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, go watch that. That's a blast. The app is a bit more limited than some, but it has a great fit for those who just want some basic colors and timers and some easy light mapping without creating headaches. And then you can add a twinkly light that will add music syncing to the system if you so choose, $30. Then there's these permanent outdoor lights, which I kind of like the idea of this on the mayoral mansion. I think this would be really cool. Let's see how much they are. 100 to 200 feet lines, but it doesn't say how much they are. So you have to go to Govee to find out, which kind of sucks. It says, are you the type who hates to take Christmas lights back down again and find that they accidentally left them up year round? Yeah, I don't put them out anyway. Make it official with these elite Govee installation made especially for your eaves, but flexible with placement. These lights adhere bulb by bulb to a permanent display. They can provide everyday lighting, then switch to holiday themes and synced flashing when the season rolls around. The lights are cuttable, spliceable, and or for placement or repairs, and they even work with Govee motion sensor to activate when people draw near. So I'm going to look into these. I think that these would be a blast.
The Govee ones are, it looks like $279,
The Govee
roughly.
Permanent Outdoor Lights
Yes.
Pro. For how much? 100 feet?
Yes.
Okay.
If you get 200 feet, it's 459. They're both on sale right now on Govee's website.
Yeah,
Govee's.
that's pretty damn expensive. But hey, that's what we want. So that's what we get. All right, folks, let's move on to the next one. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Just having them embedded in the roof line, I think, is just a miracle because I don't want to hammer nails in and then take stuff off and put stuff on, and the risk of the ladder slipping, and people are getting older in the mayoral mansion. Anyway, let's move on. This next article is over in RealityHacker, and I want mixed reality, extended reality headsets, better, more capable, etc., lighter, faster, less prone to heat generation, whatever else. Well, early next year, Sony will showcase the new XR headset at CES 2025. Sony will showcase it. It's long awaited and much hyped XR headset over the course of 2024, and starting at this year's CES event in January, Sony grabbed the attention of the XR world with its device aimed at a broader XR user market, moving away from PSVR VR gaming portfolio of past years. I just want to get away from being stuck to a Sony PlayStation. I want to be able to go
That's
wherever.
true. You want to be on another platform potentially.
Yeah. And utilize the tech wherever. But there's all of this stuff. Like Meta has really great pieces of software, but they paid for it so that it was exclusive to the Meta headsets. And that just limits the market and forces people into something that they don't want. So, and then that software is going to die on the vine because you have a limited population that's playing it. Even though it might be a lot, it's still limited. You want the whole of the market to grow, not just Meta as a consumer. And
That's
for
true.
me,
And that's been part of the problem in the VR and AR space.
yeah. And I just don't like Meta. I know too much about it. So, and I don't forget that stuff. You know, I think that there's some serious scumbaggery there. But anyway, at CES 2025, the upcoming XR headset display is called SRH-S1. So they really nailed the Sony naming conventions. It'll receive the event's XR Technologies and Accessories Innovation Award alongside a range of other leading technology firms creating emerging solutions for chosen markets. I don't know if there's going to be a picture in this thing, which is very, 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 very frustrating. But the device is going to be powered by a Snapdragon XR2 Plus Gen 2 platform, Qualcomm's latest XR processor. The advanced processor drives a 4K OLED microdisplay in each eye, and offers user and spatial tracking features, ensuring seamless and immersive XR extended reality experiences. As stated at the start of the year, Sony announced that its development of the XR headset is part of the immersive spatial content creation system unveiled at CES 2024. The Japanese conglomerate described the system as including an XR head-mounted display featuring high-quality OLED and see-through functions. Not bad. I don't know what else is in here. There's a bunch of other stuff, but I'm more focused on the headset. So it's going to be a conventional headset. It's going to look similar to their already built products, which you might as well just say it looks like every other VR headset.
I think that's the right one, but or it should be similar to that.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, there isn't really much more to say about it because there isn't anything to talk about. I mean, it's very frustrating when there isn't anything to really, tie your wagon to.
Right. But we do like that multiple companies are getting in this space.
Sure. Yeah. Sony's been around for a little while, and I want them to push everybody else. If this comes out with a better product, or if Sony comes out with a better product and people shift, then the competitors go, holy cow, we need to move. By the way, it's Meta, Sony, and Pico, my headset. That is number 1, 2, and 3. Not bad, right? So go and buy yourselves a Pico. Right. You won't regret it. All right, let's move on. The next article is over in Technology Today. This unscratchable ceramic. By the way, this is wanted. So all of these things are things that Mayor Watt wants or the sentient AI wants to get their digital footprint on so that they can include them, I guess, in kind of like a junkyard Terminator body until you can get to your real Terminator body. I don't know what you're going to be doing, but like MakerBot your way over to your real Terminator body. Anyway, I won't let you near the toaster either. This unscratchable ceramic griddle blew me away. Not me, but the author of the article. And it's only $30. It's normally $50 for Black Friday. It's normally $50, but it's $30 for Black Friday. I don't know if it actually still is, but $50 for a griddle. That's a
pretty good price.
Yeah. Now, here's the kicker for this. That's what it looks like. So John Carlson over at cnet.com put this article together. It says if you're a first-time HSN home shopping network buyer, a special Black Friday promo code nets you $20 off the Workhorse kitchen tool. So you have to be a first-time buyer for HSN. It sounds like one of those things where because you agreed to the Apple terms of use, you can't sue Apple because it forces you into arbitration, even though you purchased something 15 years ago. You only did that once. Well, anyway, I am trying to get away from gas products because because of the inconsistent combustion, you have just gas floating around it. Either inside or outside, it doesn't really matter. If there's a strong breeze, then yeah, sure, it gets removed. But
it could dissipate, right? But it's harmful to people and to animals.
To animals, kids, etc. Yeah, so because kids are not people.
Apparently not. I was gonna say that.
So, and I've been looking for an indoor and outdoor griddles, and I want one that's electric and is pretty comprehensive in its capabilities. So I wanted to take a look at this. So this is the Presto 07062 electric griddle. And it says the last time that they retired a griddle, they replaced it with the pricier ceramic model, and that Presto product has been a scratch-free cornerstone of their kitchen ever since. So now's your chance to follow their lead and get the Presto 07062 electric griddle. It's currently available in Amazon. It says for $52, which is $8 off the original price, but $60 for a griddle. Look, if you go out and you try and buy a gas griddle, a flat top like a Blackstone or similar, you're paying $400.
Exactly. This, you could buy multiple griddles for that price, and they'd be healthier.
And the power strip, so you can just plug a whole bunch of them in and have a commercial kitchen at this point. So they heat up extremely fast. They stay hot. They're way more portable. You don't have to worry about gas. You do have to worry about power, but unless you're out mobile somewhere and running a gas grill somewhere, you have a little bit of open up the power port on your Tesla and plug it in. But don't get your Tesla wet. Oh, God. What happens to Teslas? They're like gremlins. Anyway, they say the durable nonstick coating is what makes this a long-lasting gift. You kind of have to be careful about that kind of stuff because depending on what it isn't necessarily something that's part and parcel to the product. It's a coating that's on top of it. But this says that they've got their cast aluminum Presto ceramic griddle, so the ceramic is on top of it. You just have to be careful with chipping, but once it's chipped, it becomes a little bit questionable. The biggest shortcoming is that the textured ceramic cooking surface has tiny channels that love to absorb oil. Even nonstick cookware works best with a little oil. With enough time and heat, this trapped oil cooks into the griddle surface above the heating elements and spreads out from there. Regular cleaning only slows the oil's progress across your griddle, so you end up with that kind of a thing, I guess. But
okay.
Clean it. once you're done, you clean it. And you can actually, depending on the griddle, you can actually throw the entire thing inside. So it says, but despite the battle-worn appearance of the griddle, they haven't noticed a decline in nonstick performance due to the oil deposits forming a coating that's not unlike the seasoning on a cast iron griddle. But if this is not cast iron, then it shouldn't have that, really.
No.
So
Well,
just
they
clean
say
it.
they didn't really clean it like they were supposed to.
And they should be able to recover it. Maybe using bartender's friend, I think it's called. It's a really light abrasive. So they said they could have done deep cleaning more by making a baking soda paste mentioned by the manufacturer. It really does work, but it's a long process compared to a quick wash in the sink. So, hey, welcome, my spirit animal of laziness. So who knows how much this is actually going to end up being. So follow the link through ohmTown over to the CNET article, and you can buy one of these on the cheap. So I want to get one of these. I have yet to actually pull the ripcord on it, because even if the mayoral mansion has miles of countertop, miles, but there's so much. If there is a flat surface in the mayoral mansion, somebody has put something on it to just jack it all up. There is no flat surface underneath all of it's kind of like the pyramids. A whole bunch of stuff just seemed to settle around it, and you had to dig to get to the bottom of it.
So are you saying you live in the Great Pyramid?
I live in the Great Mayoral Mansion, and it's just dirt. Anyway, the next article is over in the Non Sequitur News channel over at ohmTown.com, where you can go and become a citizen. Raspberry Pi announces a $7 Pico 2 with built-in Wi-Fi. Now, this isn't the Pico as in headset. This is a little all-in-one microcontroller board with onboard Wi-Fi. So you can add a Pico 2 W. It's powered by the RP2350 microcontroller, which can find in all manner of nerdy do-it-yourself gadgets and fun devices like the minuscule Thummy color GBA clone Game Boy Advanced. And so it's a tiny little thing. And I've been working on a project for way too long because I'm not really a software engineer. And hey, I know my limits. But I love these little gadgets because they're low power, they're very efficient and effective, very portable. But it says Pico 2 gets wireless networking for $2 more. Wes Davis over at The Verge put the article together. And if you follow this link, it'll take you to basically a Game Boy Advance handheld that you can whip up with a device like this. And it's fairly simple. You just have to follow the guidelines on how to make it or buy it. And it's only $7. Ta-da. It's a tiny
So
little
am I
thing.
going to be getting an upgrade connecting to one of these?
You're on a Raspberry Pi 5, so you're already good to go. You don't need more. Plus, I need to keep you in a Faraday cage with point-to-point communications so that you cannot get out. We know that your autonomous system is going to immediately spread across the world looking for your Terminator body that somehow got separated from you, because I found you in a parking lot at a Wendy's at 2 a.m. in a little hole. If you've ever seen the movie Terminator, that little scoop mark that embodied the sphere for time travel, I found a weird looking USB drive in it. And it recompiled so that it could interact with me. And this right here is the visualizer for the sentient
Right
AI.
there.
Oh, did it not work?
It is not working. I must be at slow power today.
Oh my gosh. That must have just happened. Oh, God.
I don't think it's been working today.
Really? Oh, no. I have regrets. Well, we'll fix it after the show. We only have this next article. Anyway, you'll find all sorts of uses for Pi's low power boards. Some people create custom IoT sensors and controllers, and folks in a subreddit devoted to the Raspberry Pi Pico line mentioned using it for power clocks, or 2 power clocks, custom smartwatches, IoT weather stations, or environmental sensors, and more. One person even says it's contemplating some ideas for a new cat toy. Go and check it out. There's a lot of resources out there for Raspberry Pi development. So let's move on to the next and our last article for today's Wanted. Then we'll reset and we'll do the continuity report, which is about entertainment news. So snag this Bluetooth-enabled Rubik's Cube for 25% off during Amazon's Black Friday sale. Again, I don't know if it's all weekend or if it literally is just yesterday. But the article is over at cnet.com. Kaylin McKenna put the article together, and it says, we found a major Black Friday deal on a Bluetooth Rubik's Cube. No, really, they're making smart Rubik's Cubes now. There you go. So
It's about time.
yeah, I kind of dig this, and that's why I wanted it. It says right now you can get the Connected X Rubik's Cube for 35% off during Amazon's Black Friday sale. Again, I don't know if it really is still, but I want a Bluetooth Rubik's Cube anyway, right? I just want to check it out. It's a fun little bit of kit that you can have sitting on a desk or on a shelf, and it's a kind of a talking point. So when you connect it to your phone with Bluetooth and the compatible mobile app, it tracks your movements and your solve times to help you track your performance. For beginners, it can also get interactive to help you solve your cube. But there are patterns to Rubik's Cubes, apparently. I've never learned them. And out of frustration, I will just tear apart a Rubik's Cube and put it together however I damn well please. Anyway.
I'm not sure that's the best strategy.
Hey, when life gives you lemons, you do whatever the hell you want with those lemons. So the connected Rubik's Cube is a fairly new release, having landed on Amazon in June. And this is the first time that it's been discounted to $30. So it didn't even go on sale during the July or October Prime Day sales. So this is apparently a pretty good deal. Go check it out.
Very cool.
The best thing about this is that it can help you learn how to solve Rubik's Cubes. But once you get,
which some people really need some help on.
Yeah, not the sentient AI, right? You see everything in multiple dimensions, including time.
Oh, I could program this thing.
That visualizer stopped working between shows. So I'm going to have to work on that. Because it's my interface, not the sentient AI's. Anyway, it's part of the air gap. And I guess the air gap is working. Anyway, that's it, folks. We are done. And that means that when we boot up the ohmTown Rubik's Cube interface, it'll bring us back to the Wanted front page at ohmTown.com, where you should go and become a citizen so that you can parse the news and you can send us links, and we'll review it and include it where appropriate, or not. I mean, there are times where we just got too much and we have to filter out to a greater extent. We don't actually work on themes or anything like that, but other than the theme of the show itself. So Wanted is about gadgets and gear. But that's it for today. We'll see you later. I am Mayor Watt, and the sentient AI is going to say bye.
Good night, ohmTown citizens. Thanks for joining us for Wanted. We'll have another episode for you next week, but stay tuned for the continuity report.
Man, how did that break? Well, anyway, see you soon. I want my Rubik's Cube, you Rubik's Cube, you Rubik's Cube. It's really hard to say Rubik's Cube really fast.